Hi everyone, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. We're taking a look at an older knife today. This, I will be honest, I don't know a whole lot about this knife. I've been trying to do a little research and haven't been able to find much. But as you can see, it is a little multi-tool. And it is made, so here's the tank stamp, Bristol Line, Germany. Now, there isn't a whole lot out there on Bristol Line. I looked at Goins and there's nothing there, which, Goins is a great reference, but they are very good for US brands and bigger non-US brands, but for some of these smaller non-US imprints, they come up empty. So went online and still wasn't able to find much. I did find knives that are basically identical to this except for the tang stamp, and a couple of places mentioned that the Bristol Line and these other knives, which are marked Tidax, Tidax, and Gebrüder Stamm, which means Stamm brothers in German, Gebrüder Stamm Dusseldorf, were made by the same company, just with different tang stamps. But they're not made in Dusseldorf, okay? So what I have been able to find out is that these were made in Solingen, although I still haven't been able to ascertain whether Bristol Line is the name of the manufacturer or it's just something, a brand that they put on here. If anybody knows, please drop me a note. But anyway, it was made in Solingen, and these were made from 1945 up until 1960. Okay, or at least the Tidax ones were, and these are basically the same thing, just with a different tang stamp. Okay, so that's all I know about it. So this was probably made in the late 40s into the 1950s, maybe as late as 1960. I don't know. You can see it's not in the world's greatest shape. I bought a lot of knives 2-3 years ago, and this was in it. There were just a lot of maybe a dozen white, cream-colored, gold-colored knives, and this was one of them that was in it. You can see this is celluloid, made to look like mother of pearl. You can see it's cracked here, a little bit of cracking on this side, cracking here, maybe no cracking here, but little plastic or spacer here, little brass liners, and it is a multi-tool, a lobster style knife, sort of along the lines of your standard Swiss Army knife. And how long is this? This is maybe not quite 2 3/4 inches, and you have the little blade, which is a little over 1.5 inches with a cutting edge a little under 1.5 inches. You can see it has chips in it, some corrosion. This has been through a lot, it appears. I haven't tried to clean it up yet. I may or may not. But I just thought it was a little interesting historical piece nonetheless. You have the nail file, and then on the other side, you have this little tool, which I think may originally have been a little flathead screwdriver. It looks like it's been ground down, so I'm not 100% sure on that. Take a look at it. And then, the snap on this is largely non-existent. Where's the little, gotta find the place to get, there it is, to get the scissors out. Couldn't find the little nail neck. And then the scissors, which actually, surprisingly, given the rest of the shape of the knife, the scissors still work. The spring is actually in really good shape. So this is probably the best shape of any of the tools, which is kind of interesting since it's got moving parts, and one would think it would get ruined quickly, especially with the spring in there. That's, even if this is 1960, that would make, this knife at least 60 years old. So having that spring still working is kind of impressive, even though the rest of the blades pretty much have lost their snap. Anyway, Just wanted to give you guys a look at this. If you have any more information about this, please, do let me know. I'd be very interested in finding that out. Again, I'll show you the tag stamp on here. Bristol Line, Germany. So, anyway, made from 1945 to 1960 in Solingen, and that is about all the history I know about it. All right, thanks for watching. If you have information, let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a good day, and I will catch you next time.